Yo, what is up, YouTube? My name is Nelson, and today I'm making my first YouTube video. I'm gonna do a simple leg day. I'm gonna talk about training. It's just gonna be like, I guess, my first video. So I've never even used a tripod really too much. So we're gonna see how this goes, but I feel like the only way for me to get better at that is to just do it, go out and do it. It is currently 8:05 p.m. on a Monday. I'm thinking the gym's probably pretty empty, so we're gonna drive our way over there and we're gonna train some legs. First training video of the YouTube channel, so I feel like training legs really sets the tone. Definitely the hardest day of training by far, if I think so. And if you don't agree, I feel like, I don't know, you're probably not training them hard enough, honestly, because so much oxygen, so much blood has to go down there. It's really a taxing session. I mean, squats are gonna be killer, of course. But yeah, my concept, I guess, when it comes to legs is, and you'll see my credentials, I guess. I don't have the biggest legs at all, but I've definitely improved them. Here, I can show a picture of like the beginning and like maybe a most recent picture. My concept is, at least I start with hamstring curls, like lying or seated. I like lying more, but I hear seated is a little bit less glute, a little more hamstring, straight hamstring. So we're gonna do both, honestly, probably 2 or 3 sets of both. So I start with those, and then I go to leg extensions, 3 sets. I might do a single leg set or something like that. But that's really it. And then move on. Those are my 2 warm-up, I guess, or pre-exhaustion movements. I'm gonna go back to them, which is like, this is a little bit of a weird thing, but I feel like I like it and it works for me. So I do like maybe my 2 or 3 sets of hamstring curl or leg extensions. I may do a set of like adductors, the closing ones, the from out to in. Those can help, brace your core or your hips, everything, get that all pumped up for your big movement, which is going to be squat. Well, we're going to do hack squat today. I usually train hack squat, and I know maybe some people think it's not a real squat movement. No, it definitely is. So is pendulum, so is whatever. Really, I think, it's about how intensely you train, how in tune you are with your body, like knowing you're moving it with the right muscles that you're trying to target, and just going hard, that's and then giving it time, honestly. So that's my concept. I go, so hamstring curl, leg extensions, hack squat, probably 3 sets. Then I'll go probably back to hamstring curl and leg extension for like 1 set. Finish up adductors, and that's pretty much it for legs. I do calves and tibialis too. If you guys don't know what the tibialis muscle is, good muscle to train if you want to get that more full, look in your legs. So yeah, that's gonna be the session. Maybe we're probably gonna do some, I'm trying to do like maybe some hip thrust or RDL, or I'm gonna do some bent over, like RDL type of movement. I'll record it all. And that's pretty much my leg day. Nothing too crazy, just all about being intense. I'm also gonna do some cardio, do some stretching afterwards, but it's gonna be nice. Of course, like I said, it is 8 p.m. on a Monday. But however, I just finished my last final exam of undergraduate, right, of my bachelor's degree. So I graduated actually on the 10th. Today is what, the 5th, so in 5 days. Today's Monday. I graduate on Saturday. And so I'm done. I want to pursue something though that I care about, which is fitness, bodybuilding, and I want to try to see what I can do and where I can push myself to be. So, we're gonna see how it goes today. But in general, I think big picture training, I mean, my concept is warm up. Like, of course, you gotta be like properly nutritioned and slept and all that stuff. Have some carbs in you, have some sleep, maybe 8 hours, hopefully, if you can. If you need the caffeine, go with the caffeine. I feel like if you don't need it, don't do it. Yeah, that, and then, you know, just showing up to the gym. Sometimes the hardest part of the workout is just getting there, right? So get there, warm up, 2 sets, and then start training hard. Start pushing weight, start, you know, and you can go slow controlled. The tempo is great, but I like to maybe explode a little bit at the beginning and then maybe go more tempo as I get more fatigued. I try never to ego lift or go for anything that's I've never done, or I don't feel like it's possible or could hurt, or it's gonna hurt me, of course, because there's no point in that, you know. If let's say I get injured today because I went too heavy for a squat, PR, or whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to train for at least the next week, maybe 2, could be even worse to where months, you know, knee or hamstring or whatever, back, anything, right? So, you know, why one session or one more rep is not going to get you the growth that 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 more sessions can give you. No way in ever, right? So don't go for that. Don't go for that one PR, whatever, because it might really derail your progress. I wouldn't say push that too hard, especially without a spotter. So that's my take on it. Of course, train hard, but you know, it takes time. Really, that's the biggest thing that I've learned is, yeah, push it as much as you can. You know, I think training hard is number 1. Frequency is definitely number 2. But intensity drives it all, man. You can train. I've trained only 3 times a week and grown when I'm training really intensely, getting lots of sleep, getting lots of food, you know, all that crap. There's also been times when I've trained a lot more, 4 or 5 times a week, whatever, 6 times a week, and I haven't seen the same growth because I'm not getting the same rest, or I'm not getting enough food in, and all those things. So, you know, dial in as much as you can for your goals, I would say. Whether you're right now, I'm about 227 maybe right now. I'm about 6'2". I'd say I'm sub 20% body fat, around that maybe. Honestly, I haven't really been to the gym too much really recently. This is gonna be like maybe the first step back almost. I've been doing finals and projects and finishing up school really these past 2 weeks, but I mean, we're gonna start this because this is something I want to see where I can go with it. I really do love working out. I really do love, you know, fitness and training, and you know, I want to bring my own attitude to it and see what I can do too. Like, if I do, I would love to just build this, and I will. And you know, I'd love to do someday maybe a show, or you know, I don't know, just see where I can go in this field, and maybe, you know, I don't know, push it as much as I can, right? See what potential I have, or capitalize on the potential that I do have. Because I feel like I'm sort of good at this. Like, I enjoy training. The diet is the part that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I'm not actually the best at, or being like too strict at, because, like, for example, today, man, I'm somebody who, like, I'll show pictures, but I used to be more like pretty much an ectomorph, like pretty like skinny, not used to not eating that much. Like, I played basketball and stuff. That's sort of naturally what I am, like a smaller, skinnier person. So whenever I don't train, I lose mass, or not mass, I lose weight a little bit, probably muscle too. But you know, I can, if I'm training, I'll be at, like, if I'm comfortably training, I'll be at 235, 233. Something like that, because I'm training every day and I'm fueling myself properly. I need a lot of fuel to recover or to get me started, all that crap. But when I'm not training, which I haven't been because of finals, I don't eat very much. Like, I'll eat like 2 meals a day pretty much today, and I might have to force myself to eat even. It's like weird. I don't know. I think I probably have some indigestion or like stomach issues, honestly, digestive issues from the years of like eating a lot of protein, and I don't know. I probably should get that checked out. But like, for example, today, I'll tell you, I don't do this usually, but today I didn't eat breakfast. I came to school, I had to study, and I had bought Taco Bell, like the nuggets. I don't know if you try those nuggets. They're actually pretty good, man. And they're calories, protein, the macros are pretty good, all right? I got 10 nuggets with fries and a Diet Baja Blast, right? Or zero sugar, whatever. So maybe that's like 800 calories, let's say, maybe 900. Let's call it 1,000. And then I ate just now In-N-Out, double, fries, regular, and Diet Coke. Let's call it another 1,000. So I'm around 2,000 calories, but not very much protein, or not enough. So, you know, I don't know. It's when I don't train, my diet's so regular. I will not get all fat, unless I'm bulking or trying to get bigger. My body doesn't do that. I usually just sort of shrink or lose body fat, which can be good, but I mean, I also feel like today, I don't want to train right now, honestly, at all, but like, I'm gonna, and it's gonna reset that cycle, sort of, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't been training, right, recently, so, you know, I'm not in that mood right now, but whenever I do start and I do get into it again, which I will right now, I'm gonna wanna, like, after this workout, I'm gonna feel so good after, be so accomplished, whatever, that I know tomorrow that I'm already gonna start planning for my workout tomorrow. And tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm gonna have an idea of what I'm gonna train and when I want to train, like all that, you know? It's like, I don't know. I would say, I don't know who's watching this, man. I could have anybody, young people, old people, people that know me or don't, or you just randomly, whatever, or you've been working out or you don't work out at all. But if you wanna, which every human wants to look good, especially not just their face, but also their body, their physique, you know, you want to look strong and toned and lean, but that takes a tremendous amount of commitment. That's the truth. And, you know, all the people you see in shows and magazines and on cartoons, these cartoony characters, all this crap, or athletes, you know, the people that you see in media, you know, they're living to that lifestyle. So, you know, you sort of, if you want to compare yourself to them, or you want to be fit and strong and all that and look good and be confident, you have to commit yourself to a certain level of fitness, right? But there's fun to be had in it. Like, I promise you, like, most days when I go to the gym, it's the best part of my day, like, truly. And I know that sounds probably, to some people who don't go to the gym, that sounds crazy, because why would the most exciting part of your day be the most physically painful, the most, you know, difficult, the most challenging? But you realize that's like there's so much life there in that. It means so much more, those moments, that, you know, that those 2 hours in gym are so much more, I don't know, man, important and yeah, I don't know, than the other hours of the day, almost, like, at least to me. Ask like a runner. I mean, there's people, I mean, there's all types of bodybuilders and, you know, marathon guys and all this stuff. There's people who run, like, you know, at least 5 miles every day, if not more. 10, whatever, 20, 50. Like, people run freaking, dude, Goggins runs however many more miles, 200, 300, all this crap, right? How would you, as a human being, how would that be logical? There's nothing but pain and suffering in that run. You know that, I know that. That's why none of us sign up for these, you know, these type of things. But you talk to these people, or you do more research in this, or you try it yourself, you realize there's so much life and learning and experience to be had within that pain, okay? And I'm not saying you have to run 200 miles, bro. I can barely run like 3 miles without stopping. But I would say you should, you know, work to achieve your goals for sure. Like, so that you're confident in yourself, you're happy, you can live your best life, you know? Having it's, you know, having the discipline to have a strong, fit body is something that everybody can understand, because it's not easy. It doesn't matter about your genetics. You could be the most blessed person genetically in the world. If you don't train and eat right, you're not gonna look good. Like, you know what I mean? Pretty much. Or you might here and there, but it's like not gonna be consistent. You're not gonna be in control. Like, you know what I mean? And you can't just. Some people just starve themselves. I get that, but I don't. Dude, it's not nearly as cool as having some muscle. It's just being lean. Like he's, you know, looks like a high schooler, like, or whatever. You know. What is this light? But yeah. So, but we're gonna see what the training's like. I already told y'all what we're gonna get into. I'll see y'all. I'm gonna turn this light off, but I'll see y'all at the gym. Let me also. I wanted to add this. You know, like I said, late night, driving right now, gonna train legs. I know in my mind, and I told you already, I don't want to do this. Like, this is not gonna be. We know, you know, and I know this is not gonna be fun. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna be tough. But you know, you gotta rise to that occasion, and if you don't demand it from yourself, nobody will. I want good legs. I want a good, complete physique. And the worst thing you can see is when somebody has a jacked upper body and they're just a bitch. They don't train legs. You know what I mean? It's a show like where there's you know, you guys have seen those quotes. You know, a sign of weak legs is a sign of a weak mind. I think, and I think there's a quote like that out there somewhere. You know, because it's the hard part of bodybuilding. It's a part it's not fancy. There's no tricks or tips or whatever. You can't just, you know, it's just hard work, man. Genetics, of course, play a factor, but at the end of the day, if you're willing to work hard for it, you can get it. Like, there's plenty of guys, and you can look at bodybuilders. A lot of them, they didn't have the best. They have some of the best legs. Tom Platz, look at him when he was young. He didn't have that good of legs, but like, he trained to absolute death, and he did not let anybody tell him, hey, nah, your genetics aren't good enough, or you're not good enough, or whatever. No, he has, in my opinion, probably the best legs ever in bodybuilding. I'm sure many people agree. He's a quad father. He's a king of legs. Like, he didn't have everything. He trained his ass off. You know, obviously there's a lot of other factors. Genetics are going to play a factor. You know, the compounds he was taking, and you know, stuff like that. The lifestyle he lived was a commitment to that, of course. But at the end of the day, it's you versus you. I'm not competing with Tom Platz. He's what, 7 years old. You know what I mean? I'm not competing with even the guy next to me or whatever, the guy across from the gym or whatever. You know what I mean? Or some guy on social media. It's me versus me. You know, I want to see how far I can take it, and I want to prove to myself that I'm really that guy. Like, I really just work that hard, and I'm really just that dude. You know what I mean? And you should be trying to prove that to yourself every day, not just working out. Everything, you know, whatever, whether it's your job or school or whatever. And look, I'm finally graduating now. I'm sure, hopefully, there's some people watching this, but some of my viewers are probably just starting college. Maybe some of y'all are in high school. Maybe some of y'all are graduating college right now, or you already have. But you know, I don't know. To me, it's a surreal moment, you know, because it's just like high school graduation. You're not gonna see these people anymore. You're all gonna go your separate ways, and you know, your decisions are gonna impact your life. My decisions I make, whether they right or wrong or immoral or not, those are gonna decide my life. You know, where it goes and the reality of it. And it's interesting to see that, you know, I don't know, we're all so small in this big thing, you know, in this big world. You know, a lot of my classmates, I probably will never see them again. You know what I mean? They're gonna go and work somewhere, or you know, whatever, and that's life, you know. And I'm sure some of my viewers, hopefully you can relate to this. Maybe you're graduating from high school, or you did graduate already, or you're graduating from college, or maybe you're stuck in that college grind. And because I was that way, I was in college for a good while, and I thought it would never end. I thought I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, or maybe I saw it, but I didn't believe it was real. Now it's finally here, and it's hard to come to terms with those things, that everything's changing, that there's going to be new stuff, new expectations, new challenges, and it's not going to be the same people, it's not going to be the same situation, it's going to be new. So, you know, I think in life, all you can do is try to do your best and adapt, be open to change, and open to new things can be better, can bring new growth, and of course work hard through it all, and be humble and smile through it all, you know. And that's what I'm gonna do right now at the gym. You know, it's like we said, I'm not gonna enjoy this. I don't like training legs. This is gonna hurt. I'm going to be in pain, but I'm paying the debt for, you know, the good things that are gonna happen to me soon, which, you know, from this workout directly would be, right, some muscle growth, some bigger legs, right? But I would say the biggest message is keep on investing in yourself, because it will always pay off, number one, but always invest in yourself and work hard on yourself and do it for you. Have the discipline and get it done, because it will pay you off in the future. The work I do today will improve my legs and my mentality and my discipline. It's not even about the body always. I've never competed in a bodybuilding show. I may never, and maybe something that happens, it may not. And when I walk in a lot of rooms, I don't care about the people in there, because I'm not trying to impress them. You know what I mean? It's about me, right? Your own self-belief. The only person's opinion who really matters is your own. How do you think of yourself? How do you love yourself? How do you treat yourself? What standards do you set for yourself? That's going to determine everything around you, and everything's going to fall in place. If I don't accept BS, there's not going to be any BS in my life. But if I do, and I treat myself like, oh, I'm not important, or oh, they can just walk all over me, then that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So, you know, but really, I think just keep laying those bricks. Keep working, keep your head down, stay humble, keep grinding. Of course, enjoy your successes, because you deserve them. It can be hard for me to do that sometimes, because I'm sure some guys or some people can relate. I'm not the type to always be celebrating and partying and all that crap. I'm like, more so like, just put my head down and work, and I've always been insecure that I'm not good enough, you know what I mean? So celebrating can sometimes feel undeserved to me, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit tough, it's a little bit something to wrestle with, but, you know, yeah, celebrate your wins, but keep doing that work. Keep putting your head down, because it'll just keep on paying off. Right now, I'm getting a lot of good things are happening to me, a lot of blessings, you know? I don't want to speak too much about those things on here necessarily, but, you know, a lot of good things are happening to me, and it's no secret, it's because of the years of hard work that I put in, and it's like delayed gratification, and it's surreal when you get it, because you're like, dang, I worked so hard for this, and now I finally have it. Like, it's when it's so delayed, and it took so much time and so much effort, it's really something that's surreal. But, you know, it's yours because you earned it, and you know what I mean? So I'm about to be at the gym, about to park, and I'm about to earn it, all right? And then don't be surprised why in a couple months my legs look better than they did today, because of the work that I'm putting in. You know what I mean? It's not there's no tips or tricks really too much within this game, within this life. Honestly, it's a lot of it is time, effort, you know, consistency. Those type of things just over time will pay off, and you'll be somewhere, you'll be unrecognizable in a couple years if you really put your head down and work. Trust me, I'm sure nobody that knew me growing up, or from my high school or whatever, would say, oh, most likely to be like, you know, really whatever, jacked or whatever would be me. Like, I never was the biggest guy, or never was the most athletic guy, or anything like that. But I work at it a lot, and I'm still not the most athletic, but you know what I mean? I definitely do, like I don't know, I've done well if you're talking about like muscle growth or whatever, you know. So you know, I don't know, just work, man. We're just gonna put in that work, and good things are gonna happen. Good things happen to those who, you know, who deserve it, who work hard, who are humble, you know. So yeah, anyways, we're parking now, but I'll see you all inside. All right. First movement. All right, hamstring curl, lying, regular. I guess. Here, we'll move this back a little bit. We're gonna go not too heavy. I would always recommend eating carbs an hour before you work out. I'm gonna start off with 30. Just like warm up, get some blood flow. Do a little single leg. Probably no more than 5 reps. This is 3 for my right. 4. Full stretch, full arm. Both legs. But yeah, so I've never recorded in public, so this is a little weird, but it's late. I'm doing my own thing. Honestly, most people are focused on themselves. So it's 5, and then alright. The left hamstring feels a little bit weird. But first real set, I think we can go to 60 or 50. I mean, I think the most I've ever done was like 90. But we'll start off light with 50. Like I said, it feels a little weird on this one. So let's bring you higher too. Right there. Like, is that better? I'll give you all a physique update at the end. I mean, some people probably already, I don't know. Nobody knows probably. I don't know. Only my friends and shit, or whoever watches my videos or stories. But all right, so that was first warm-up rep set. Next, we're gonna go into our second set. I would suggest everybody get a smartwatch. Check your heart rate. You want your heart rate not to be more than. So I'm trying not to curse. You don't want your heart rate to be more than maybe 100. Like when you start a set, 105 max. Maybe at the beginning a little higher, but I think you want to. If you're trying to go for hypertrophy, if you're trying to just lose weight, yeah, man, like burn your heart out for sure, because you're gonna get a lot more calories burned in your time. But if you're trying to grow, if you're trying to do bodybuilding, it's not really the essence of training, especially if you're trying to get bigger and improve that area. You want to take your time, breathe, do your intra workout drink. This is I do 2 scoops of creatine. I'm a little heavier, so if you're above, I think you're above 220. I would say 2 scoops for sure. Some pump product, no caffeine because it's super late, and what's it called, electrolytes, and then water too. So I mean, just give it time, breathe, and I think my heart rate says 110, but I think it's a little lower than that. Leave it at 30 seconds, and we'll hit my first real set. I like to. Man, honestly, I'm taking these. I like my AirPods, but headphones, I just better, man. Superior in every way. I'm not trying to impress nobody, or I don't know, whatever. When these are on, it's more serious, I think. Okay. So we moved up to. We're doing single legs. I moved up to now 50 the first real set. I mean, it's first real set. We're moving up to 70. I don't even like the hat. Yeah, okay. This can work. I can work with this setup. Let's see. How can I bring you over here? Alright. This, I think you'll see a bit of the mirror. I don't know. I don't really enjoy training hamstrings, but it's sort of something you got to do. But I think the way I'm doing it right now, like doing one leg then one leg, definitely not like optimal. Like better to really rest and give it all to your other leg. I don't know, but that was 50. I felt fine. I felt like I could still go, so I did it. I'm gonna go heavy right here, 70. I might go to 80 or 90, and do some double leg too at the end, and then move on to leg extensions. Like we said, hack squat, three sets. Hack squat's really the part that's gonna tax me and decide how much longer do I torture myself. I mean, it's not really bad right now at all, so chilling, but it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. Ow. We'll do a pump check in a little bit. I haven't even touched the quads yet, but Alright. Set 2. Alright. Can you see? How am I seeing it? Huh. Like, I don't know. Maybe I can go like that. Alright, yeah, I don't know. Alright. Alright. Well, since I'm doing all these single leg movements, or I'm doing the single leg stuff, it's gonna take a little longer. I think I'll do one more, just right. Because I think going for 80 or 90, I don't think that's smart. Like, I thought I'm gonna get hurt. Actually, you know what? So I don't want to go 2 and just really just push. Do like a heavy, a little lighter, and then a light. I got a super pump set. I don't know. Gotta get some. Plenty of water. Drink your intra-workout. Breathe. Take your time. $118 is crazy. Alright, right leg. Alright. See, what am I going to do? Like, F it. We're gonna go one extra. I know this is a lot of sets, but yeah. 80. I'm not gonna go 90. 90 is crazy. I'm not eating enough for 90. Yeah. Okay though. One more heavy set. Both legs. One more. Extensions. Probably 3. Maybe even 4, man. Probably 4, dude. That'll be it. Focusing mainly on the contraction. Getting a couple heavy, getting some squeeze. Dropping, getting some squeeze at the end. That's it. But the crazier you can go, the heavier you go, the more work you put in, of course, the more you're gonna grow. but only so much in one session, you know? So, you know, you can kill yourself, sure, but oh no. Just like go as hard as you can. You don't have to kill yourself or stress about it. I mean, like, I be saying the advice, but sometimes I don't listen to it because my rate's 118, but I feel like I could start, you know what I mean? Like 30 seconds, you know? I feel like something that helps me get my heart rate down quicker is definitely breathing in through your mouth, or through your nose, sorry, through your nose, so nose. Holding it like as long as you can, not as long as you can, but holding it, really letting that oxygen feel like go where it needs to go before you just push it out. Because I feel like when you're just, that oxygen is just in, out, in, out, in, out. It's not really doing anything for me in terms of, if anything, it's going to make me more nervous or speaking me up. When you really get that oxygen deep, and you don't push it out, you sort of just let it come out. It goes to more places. I feel like it calms you down. It's a much more effective way of, you know, getting your heart rate down. Sure, it's a breathing technique some people use, but I like it. I learned it from mainly in the sauna, but you know, it's applicable anywhere. You can do that anywhere. So I usually don't stretch before leg day, like do any crazy stuff, or I didn't today, which they say you don't stretch, maybe do some dynamic stuff. So I don't know. In between sets, you'll see me doing some weird stuff. Definitely during my, like, before my squats, I'm doing some weird stuff. So, you know. But all right. We'll do back to 90. Okay, heart rate's at 90. It says, I don't know how accurate these things are. I doubt more than 90%, but you have nothing else to base off of, you know? Decent. Yeah, look. Take the reps that you can get. Oh, like, okay, take the reps that you can get. Like, those reps were, you know, some reps. They weren't the best reps ever. A little tired, but, you know, they got something done, and then I drop set it and got some more tension, really squeezed, and sometimes that's all you can do, you know? That's all you got. But we're going to do a two-legger, both legs heavy, medium, light, really burn that out. I might even do a medium, just a lot of reps. You know, just killing these hamstrings, man, honestly. Just killing them from this stretch position, and then we're also going to do that bent over hamstring thing. So, yeah. You know, Most of legs, honestly, is not terrible to me. I don't mind it. It's sort of boring even. But squats humble you and will take you out, man. They fatigue you like nothing else, man. Set of squats to failure or even close to heavy, whatever. Ooh, that is gonna tax you like crazy. Like, but as you can see, I think my upper body, my arms are pretty fucking freaking jacked. My legs need some work. So, I don't know. They look better in the right lighting, but I haven't got a quad pump yet though. So we're just working on hamstrings, which is really my weak point, I'd say, in my leg more so. Genetically, they're thin, and I'm sort of tall, lanky guy. But hey, gotta work with what God gave you. Just be the best version of yourself. I can't complain that some 5'8" guy has freaking huge quads. Like, he probably wishes he was 6'2". So, you just gotta do with what you can, right? And the taller you are, I think the more better your physique can look, honestly. But it takes longer, a lot longer. I've been training for years, and still, legs are nothing crazy, And that's why we work. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Come on. All right, so 130, we're gonna drop down. I got big arms. Working on the rest. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Simply just putting in the work. Slowly, breathe. Set by set. It's gonna get harder. Just keep fighting through. I feel like this is like definitely the one place where whatever you put in, you get out, and nobody can take it from you, and nobody can do it for you either. So, everybody wants to be fit. Everybody wants a good body, but you can't buy it. You gotta earn it. So, it's a place to do it, and I don't know. 87. Alright, it's go time. Sorry about that. This hat was getting in the way of my face, being on the pad. But wiper machines, always wiper machines. I don't know how many sets it was, 4, 5, a lot. Okay, maybe too much. We're prioritizing hamstrings and whatever. We started with it, so not mad at it. All right. Sorry about that. Leg extensions. I like to always let it all the way down and start off light. I'm talking about like 85. Shoot, 55. Get some single leg action in there. And I think knee sleeves, if you go heavy, or you've ever had knee pain, or you can afford it, man, get knee sleeves, man. There's gonna be so much stress in your knees from moving heavy weight, squatting heavy weight. You know, just 5 each leg. This is just 55 pounds, so nothing heavy. Just control it. Time under tension. Explode a little bit, yeah, sure, but slow and controlled. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Next we're gonna go. Look, we're not gonna do all that single leg crap here, because I just ain't got the time for that. We did it for hamstrings because hamstrings are prioritized. Now we're gonna go to warm up set. 190 or 55. Yeah, let's go 190. Just get some freaking reps. Heart rate is 114, so yes, I will be having to rest just for a second. So yeah. But I mean, I don't think my legs are bad. I don't know. Sometimes they look good, but they're not where my arms are, where my upper body is. Definitely not. But I don't know. What I really want to be, what type of influencer I would want to be, is like a Sam Sulek type, like just yourself, training, maybe some eating, some life stuff. But I definitely party more than he does, but more of a socialite than he is. But I'm not that much more that way, especially if it's not productive, you know. No. So yeah, be okay though. Yeah, just gonna keep doing it. And so this is my summer cut day 1, legs. This is the title of this video. I'll show where I'm at the end. Like I'm at around 227. Haven't been training much these last couple weeks, but I don't think I've lost anything. Maybe a little bit of weight, but I don't think too much muscle. I feel a little weaker though, honestly. But we'll get back. We'll see where I can get in a week, and I'll probably cut until August or something, July, end of July, something like that, and then August, time to start eating in bulk and put some size on the areas that I need to improve upon. Definitely legs will be a priority, but I don't enjoy training legs. I don't think anybody should, but still gotta do it. Still gotta progress, and I want great legs. Honestly, like that's a real sign of a good bodybuilder, someone who's disciplined and all that. It's the final step. I know, and the thing about girls, look, if you work out for girls, I can tell you're in your first year or 2 years. You know, this ain't about girls. Girls don't care about the muscles to this level. At least regular girls don't. Some might even be scared of it or think you're weird or I don't know, self-obsessed. But it's about yourself, your own discipline, and you versus you every day. So let's get it. We're set. Don't sleep on high reps. Don't ever sleep on high reps. Don't sleep on getting this deep stretch after your sweat. More blood flow. Oh, got blood buildup. Just breathe. That's his first set. That was the first set. Alright, 190. Man. go to 240, 250. We're gonna go for the max, 395. Now's the time when I generally shoot to finish my intro workout, so I can get all that crap into my big two muscles of the legs, my hamstrings and quads. What every bodybuilder wants, more so than hips or whatever, glutes, you know. So we're gonna finish this. Breathe. My heart rate's pretty high. 98. I don't know how accurate this thing is, like I said, but I'm gassed after that a little bit. A good triple drop set almost, basically, with the first set, second set, and the stretch. So gotta give my body, my heart, some air, some time to recover. But it's coming. I'm making progress. We're getting it done. Like we said, we're gonna go after this. We're gonna go squat. See what I'm see what kind of man I am, I guess, today. Man, I'm nervous already. I was nervous on the way here, you know. If you're getting nervous a little bit, little legs, you're not pushing yourself to your full potential. Definitely not. And there's always more to push. There's always gains on the table, whether it be intensity, training style, switching things up, different movements, or just pure on effort, you know. Time of training, time of eating, you know. Mess with all that stuff to get the best product for you, you know. For some people, the best pumps are at 5 p.m., for some 2 p.m., some at night. So, look, you have bodybuilding is like you have all the world of life. 24 hours, you got science, there's, you know, drugs you can take and diets and all this crap. But you choose you, you know. I'm somebody who's natural. I'm big. I'm pretty jacked-ish. I'm not super lean yet, but I look pretty good, and I'm natural, man. I'm pretty strong, and I'm natural. I know guys that are not, and they're not me, and they don't look as good as me. So in terms of physique or muscle, you know, so you don't need it. You can decide what you want. Like if you want to go pro, do your thing, bro. But I don't think it's always worth it. At least I haven't gone down that route. And I feel like the health risks, see what you can do naturally first, for sure, regardless. Don't just hop up on that stuff before you even really know what your body can do. Or you even put in, dude, most real guys, they don't get on stuff till maybe 10 years, 5 years. I mean, you don't know your natural limit until you really push it that far. So, but people want the short route, or they're doing this for a career, which, you know, that's a different story, but well, my heart rate rose talking. I need to get more. That's what I'm saying. I need to get back in the gym, more in shape. What's up, man? Feel like I'm out of shape, man. Cardio, not good enough, you know? So we're going to breathe for 30, 40 seconds, and then we're hitting the set. So I got to train my cardiovascular a little bit, you know? Fuck. I don't know what time it is, 9:41 or something? Alright. Yeah. I mean, like, they've got some, you can see something, but we'll check. We're going to do a full check in a minute, okay? There's a nice spot where I can get a good pump check, Alright. This is third, maybe last set. Pumping now. Alright, this is myself. Full stack. Grab a shot. Alright. F it. That was last. Well, it wasn't. Alright. So, fuck. A little closer. Alright. I feel like you're definitely leaned. The camera's definitely leaned to my upper body. But, I don't know. I can see a little bit of the muscle on my legs. Just do normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can see 3D-ness. Like, I don't know how to pose properly, but you can see the leg, right? Legs. I don't know. We're working on them. Yeah, we'll take a better one in the locker. Alright. Warm up. Hack. You see me? Alright, warm up. Alright. Honestly, it doesn't feel great. Yeah. It's gonna suck, but first set. Man, I say let's just move quickly. Like, I ain't here to fucking do 10 sets. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. So 4 plates for, I don't know. Shit. 10 maybe? 10, 12. 5. 5. Alright, second set. Numa, my tool. Alright. Numa, my tool, about a minute 30 in when that beat starts kicking in. Come on. Come on. How are you, bro? Shit, I got just graduated, bro. So, all right. Not feeling it. I don't want to do this at all. I was gonna be a bitch. Drop down to, 4 plates and just feel it, rep it out. Some slow reps, single legs. But we can always drop and do that. I was gonna choose to be weak this week, mentally, because I'm tired. But if I'm not gonna do it, if I'm not gonna be weak, if I'm choosing to be strong and pushing 6 plates, not 4, you should too. All right. So, God, protect me right here. All right. 6 plates for 6 reps. Come on. Thing is, I don't know if that's gonna help me grow. Like, You know what I mean? Alright, this is for stimulus, alright? Slow, timer intention, single leg reps. So single leg. Hurts. Fuck. That hurts, man. That hurts. It makes me mad. Man. Alright. That's it. I'm done with this machine. I'm done with your ass. Girl. That's what I'm saying. Just press the ground away, like, just like press it away, like. I hate it though, man. Fuck. It's pain. It's comfortability. Strongly dislike it. Sorry. Recording shit I don't need to. Alright. So, we're done with squats, alright? 3 to 4 sets. 3, really a fourth one was a drop set. Back to leg extension just to finish off. Took the pads off because this is just about pump at this point in time. With the knee pads now. So, yeah. I'm just in the position now. Blood is pooling up in my quad. Like that. Alright, that's cool. Alright, peep game. I mean, see guys on TikTok doing this. It's pretty good for your hamstring, you know. So like glute tie into or back. I don't know. I'm working on that. All right. All right. On this movement, if you it's better if you don't come all the way up. Like if you realize the beginning ones, maybe I am, because more so trying to stretch, warm up. But you know, the more you come up, the more somebody glutes. So like here, I'll demonstrate. Sorry about that. So if I'm down here at the bottom of the movement, moving up, it's all just hamstring, lower back comes some glutes, lower back, glutes. So you don't want to go like right around here. I mean, unless you're trying to train your glutes more so, but I'm personally not. I got some glutes already, enough for a man, I feel like, so. But I don't know. I mean, I sort of like my legs, but they're not big, no. And we're going to get a lot freakier than this. Just wait. Just wait. Yeah, let's get my heart rate down. It's 118 right now. It's 10:56 p.m. So we got 1 hour till this place closes. I'm going to do this. Hip thrust, maybe. Hips. I think just sauna. Yeah. So honestly, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's coming along, you know. I feel fatigued. I don't think I'm gonna have time to get it like. Usually, when I train legs, since they're a weaker body part, I try to train them not quickly, but like intensely as hard as I can. Give it all out there, you know. And then whenever I'm done, before I do cardio, I'm gonna slam like 90 grams of protein within 3 shapes, Fairlife shakes usually, or if I bring my own, around 90 to 100 grams of protein. You know, that's what they say is the most you can digest in a single sitting of what I think 2 hours or 4 hours or something. I don't know how true that is, but I ain't drinking more than 3 shakes, so without throwing up. So I don't know. After this, I'm gonna eat, and I do gotta down a shake or two maybe, because we did train. And see, when I sit like this, I gotta do a flex in the mirror too. So I haven't been able to do my cardio today, but it's okay. It's okay, man. We're about to get this crap in, and look, my face is in this video. It's on my back. Yeah, let's move this up just a little bit. Great song, Mascara, Deftones. Great song. Beautiful song. You need to train to Deftones and Tool and 3 Days Grace and Three Doors Down and Nirvana and this type of music. If you don't do that, you're just spinning your wheels, man. Alright, hip thrust. Alright, so hip thrust. Honestly, I've only been doing this for like a month now. I feel like I do have like semi-weak lower back, but I do have like a good amount of cake. Like I got enough booty, glutes for a man. I already said that, but I do need a stronger lower back. So I have to do this, but I never go over like 2 plates, but maybe one day I'd love to get 3. I mean, honestly, I've accepted that I'm already a little bit of a, or I'm not naturally, but like, I'm a thick guy, you know? All this working out, it's gonna go somewhere, so it's my butt, you know? Man, shit. Here's what it is. What the heck? This thing is like, bro, it's messed up. Like, what the hell? See it? That's strongman shit. Can you do that? Can you pick up 2 plates like that? Can your man do that? It's funny, there's people like hearing me talk, and I just don't care, man. I think the thing about recording in public, you just gotta not care. Because honestly, the only person who's The only person's opinion who matters should be yours, you know? As long as you're happy with yourself, which I am, confident, then fuck them. Fuck everybody else, you know? Alright, easy. I'm also forgetting about a movement. Fuck. Forgetting that. You know the adductor machine? Completely forgot about it. So we're gonna do this. 2 sets of adduction, 2 sets of hips. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about with it. Show y'all. And then I might go grab some shakes, bro. I might go walk, grab shakes, sauna, but the rest won't be recorded, man. Right now it's 11:06. I just need to see how quickly I can get done. I mean, 90 heart rate, so I'm alright. I just gotta wait maybe 2 minutes. Make sure my muscles aren't too done. Honestly, I can make. I'm probably gonna go in like 30 seconds, you know? I can feel my lower back. Right here. It's like tight. Those muscles are working. Yeah, gotta strengthen those. Those are like your stabilizer muscles for your squat, all your movements. If you have a weak lower back, you're not strong. Period, end of story, you know? And what do they say? Real men train glutes. Real men train legs. Whatever. Yeah, but you know, you can see leg day isn't too scary. Just gotta step up when the time is right. The rest is sort of just like give it your all, but you know what to expect, you know? So, let's finish it up. No idea. Good. Done. Fuck that. Alright. Adductor, closing ones. Okay, I like that one though. I don't know. We might do both. This thing broken? No, it's not. Alright. Just a warm-up set, like always. I pretty much follow the same routine, a warm-up set for like 5 to 6 reps. Slow it down, feel it through the entire stretch and contraction. Maybe isolate a leg if you can or something. And just fast. That's a lot more reps than 5 or 6, but it's not gonna kill me. So, but honestly though, man, filming. I'm gonna try to film as much as I can. All right, content-wise, YouTube videos, edits, crap like that, and I'm gonna do it a lot over these next couple weeks. I have a lot of free time, but yeah, this guy stays consistent. Hopefully, I build up a fan base because I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep working hard and I'm gonna get somewhere. Today was okay. Like, I got out of today what I got out of it. Wasn't 45 minutes, okay? 45 minutes, guys. So let me quit yapping. But I got out of today what I got out of it. Not bad. I'm not disappointed in it. Some days that's all you can do. And tomorrow we're gonna hit shoulders maybe or back and thighs. I don't know. I need to think. Brainstorm. Obviously something upper body. Maybe I'll do like calves with shoulders. I hit shoulder recently. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. But I'll train tomorrow, and if I get there early enough, I'll record. If it's packed though, man, like 5 p.m. That's honestly my favorite time to go to the gym because it gives me energy. Sorry about that. I think my phone's struggling with this whole storage thing. I just bought the whatever storage so I can record. So, anyways, let's do my set. This is gonna be the whole stack, of course. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, I'm not lying. I would not lie. Here. Let me see if you can see it. See the pin? One. Alright, sort of ruined that set by trying to move around and move the camera and all that crap. So, L, but that's okay. Leave it all out there. Next set. Alright, this is a movement I'm going to show you. Right? So, holy crap. Hold up. So you see me, this is an inclined surface, or not at an angle, just, elevated surface. This is a kettlebell, they call them, 8 kilogram, do the math, I don't know the pounds, 17 point something, 2.25, I don't know. So this is for your front of your hip, right here, boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, One. All right. Right here. You know, and it's not really something you see, but look at that V line. It's good for abs, for your squat. All right. This is the last I'm filming because my phone's almost out of storage. So just do that both legs, 2-3 sets. I mean, if you want to strengthen your hips a little bit more, give you a better base for your squat, for all your movements. Also gives you that V line. I'm not really lean right now, but you know, I'm gonna follow this with some cardio and some sauna, but I'm not gonna record that. So I'm gonna do a pump check and an outro. I'll see you guys then. Oh, good. Well, I forgot to record on the way home. I just drove home because I'm not used to recording. But I guess I'll give a recap. I mean, good workout. Was not full of energy today. We did start the workout at 8 p.m. It's like past midnight now. It's 12:30, probably 12:23 right now. So, we got a good session in for a late night session for sure, and I needed to train legs. I hadn't trained in a little while. Did I set any PRs? No. But I pushed myself. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I definitely got some good stimulus. I definitely am going to achieve some growth as long as I eat, sufficiently, the protein, carbs, fats, right? Get my sleep, all that crap. But I mean, muscle growth, like I said before, is limited within a single session, especially if you're natural. So, train as hard as you can for sure, 100%, but get your diet and all that other stuff in line too. Get everything in line. But some days, like today, I'm not setting a PR because I don't feel strong. And I don't want to risk injuring myself and having to whatever, So I didn't go up to 7 plates, right? 6 plates was good for, I think, 4 or 5 reps.